Hey guys, so welcome to another video, and today I decided to show you guys around. Sasama ko kayo today with my a little walk in the park. We're going on a little walk today just because life is too short to just stay indoors. You have to enjoy the sceneries and enjoy walking outside kahit na hindi sunny today. So the point of this video is that studying abroad can be the dream for many international students, especially for the aspirers out there like me. But then the intake that you're planning to take, the study program, is really important. It can make or break everything. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kind of over-exaggerating it a little bit. But then there are the best intakes or the normal ones, and then there can be the worst. For a brief, there is 3 intakes that you can take as an international student. That is the winter, the fall, and the summer intake. And then for me, I am taking the summer intake, and yes, that can be the worst intake according to me. That's my opinion. Why? You asked me why, I'm gonna tell you why. Right now, I have 3 reasons and some additional ones that I am going to tell you guys. So, medyo prepared kayo into what intake you are planning to take as an international student. Let's start. Okay, so we're just gonna go to the clubhouse because it's easier to just sit there and explain to you guys the reasons. But before we actually hop on the reasons, I just want to say that the standard intake to take is the fall intake, which starts in September, and then the winter starts in January, and then the summer starts actually in May, which is when I will be going to Canada. So yeah, let's start with the whys. Okay, so reason number 1. So the summer intake actually is a little bit shorter than the fall and winter intake. So basically, the fall and winter intake starts in September and ends in like April, and then that's like 8 months equivalent of study time for aspiring students, right? But then for summer intake students, there is only 4 months. It begins in May and then it ends in August. The next of August is September, which is already fall. This mostly just applies to undergrad students, but I know that most of my viewers are gonna take continuing education for ACS or like for the student pathway or getting the PR in Canada. So this doesn't really matter. Only those who are planning to go undergrad in Canada could kind of take this into consideration, because I feel like if there is only 4 months instead of 8 months of study time, I think it could mean for heavier workloads because you only have 4 months to complete your whole program. So coming from a college student myself who's about to graduate, heavy workload is no joke, and I know that it can be quite stressful. And so this is just something that could stress you in the future if ever you are planning to take summer intake and you only have a short amount of study time to complete all the requirements, all the workload and everything. Yeah, so that's basically it. First one doesn't really apply to continuing education students like me, but then the second one, I feel like it could apply. Okay, so second location. So basically during the summers, most students and even professors, basically everyone, go on breaks to go on vacation or do more work, like do full time of work or just enjoy life. Basically, it's like a break. It's called summer break for a reason, and people have a lot of free time to do whatever they want and not study. But then for summer intakers, they won't have anything to do but then to study because it is their preferred intake. And that leaves us to fewer school programs or fewer school course offerings. So your preferred course offering may not be available because you are taking the summer intake or your school program. So this is why you have to advanced research everything if your preferred program or school course is available during the summer intake. So my point is, this actually leaves a lot of students with a few options for their study, and it could potentially kind of disrupt your whole academic calendar as well, because what if you actually need a course to take during the summer because you want to, for example, graduate early, but then you can't because it's not offered during the summer? Then that's kind of like a bummer. So while this is more applicable to the undergrad students as well, like I said earlier, there are some cases where this also affects continuing education people or ACS people like me, because during the summer intake, there are few professors that are available, which means that they may not wait, I'm trying to explain this the best way that I can. They may not be the best professors because since there is only a few available professors, they may not be hired by the university based off their skills, but based off their availability, because a lot of professors could be like taking vacations everywhere and only a few are available, and those may not be the best professors for your program. This may just be okay for some people, but then for other people who are like conscious, because you are paying for your education, you are paying for your tuition, you have to make sure that it is like at par, like the education you're getting is at par with the amount of money that you're paying it for. I guess that should make sense. Tinatamad na yung other hand ko. Oh, there we go, other hand. Turn. I do not have a tripod right now, that's why. So yeah, some schools mostly get substitute teachers or professors, and they probably hire, yun nga, as I said, based off availability and not for the skills. But I'm not saying that all professors they hire in summer intake are not as good as the professors in fall and winter intakes. It's just that the professors, they mostly work during fall and winter intakes because there are more people, more students enrolling in the fall and winter intakes than the summer. So, ayun. But I'm not saying that the summer intake is literally the worst. It can be the best if you want it to be the best. But then these are just the cons that I'm telling you guys. Kasi the real standard intake for internet or for students in general is the fall intake. It starts in September. So like by summer, you can enjoy. You can either go on vacations or you can go like do full-time work, which I'm going to get there in a bit and tell you all the opportunities or the lost opportunities for summer intake students. Let's go take more walks because there are a lot of people now where I was at, and you know, I'm shy. It's actually almost 5 p.m. and there are a lot of kids and people, and I am shy now, so I will make this quick. The third and last reason, when you first enter college, you have blockmates, right? So you have blockmates, and then you get close to these blockmates because you were there with them from the start. So that's how it would feel like if you enter the fall or but mostly the fall intake, because that's where the school calendar actually starts. But then if you do enter the summer intake, then you would lose all these opportunities to socialize and get connected with the people because you are late to the club. It's not like once you enter the fall intake, then you could be friends with everyone, but it just gives you more like opportunities, more potential to meet a lot of people, just because a lot of people do enroll during the fall intake. You can still very much make friends or get connected with the summer intake people as long as, you know, if you want to, you can. What I'm saying is that many Canadian students actually go on breaks during the summers, so not a lot of students are available if in case you want to, for example, go on events and activities that's happening in campus or even your program. At least there's not a lot of opportunities to do that because not a lot of people are available. It can be quite challenging for the newbies, aka the summer intake people, to make friends and build connections, especially with their peers and professors as well. Actually, this brings me to the lost opportunity part. I mentioned earlier that during summer breaks, most people actually just go out and go on vacation. For example, like enjoy the city of Montreal or whatever. It can be like every city is amazing and there's definitely like tourist spots or whatever you call it available out there for you to see and enjoy. But then if you are a summer intake student, then chances are, instead of going on vacation and seeing these places, these cool places, you would have to invest that time into studying because it is the summer break and you signed up for it. But I feel like I am ready for that and I accept it. Well, I'm just gonna say it right now. The reason why I chose summer intake. Why am I saying all these stuff about summer intake even though I grabbed it, like the summer intake? It's because time is of the essence for me. I just want to get Canada done kasi you have 2 years to study and then 1 year for work to get PR. That's like 3 years. That will for me, that ends in 2026 if I'm gonna start in 2023. So for me, 3 years is a lot of time. But anyway, the other thing that I was saying, you lose the chance of saving up. For example, if you want to save up for your second year of tuition, if you're actually just paying the tuition yourself, or wow, this is a nice house. That's a nice house. You lose the chance to be more hardworking and ambitious, to like save up for whatever you want to save up for, because if you are in summer break, you can actually work full-time as a student, even if you're an international student, since it's a scheduled break and you don't have school anyway. The government can let you work full-time, so that means 40 hours per week equals full payment, full salary. That is actually the dream. Money is the anthem of success. Last thing that I said, actually, it's a tiebreaker for me. I don't want to work full-time just to save up because I'm actually paying for my second year tuition myself. But then if I'm doing summer break, I won't have time because you won't have another break. Let's run. Whew, nakaikot na tayo. I'm almost done with this video. This is an important decision as any other decision before you're gonna move out of the country, and you need to research a lot if you do want to take like this particular intake. But then for me, as I said, like time is of the essence and I just want for everything to move fast. That is why I chose the summer intake, because I am finishing my undergrad school here in the Philippines very soon, around April, and then April that's my departure, and it's just very timely and everything is like connected. That is why if wala ka namang hinahabol na time, if you're not really in a hurry, then you can just wait for the fall intake, because that is the standard and that is the best. That's the best intake, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that concludes our video, and I hope that you got something out of this video. And if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, because that actually helps my channel a lot. You know, I'm trying to grow here. If it's not much of a hassle, please also follow me on TikTok. And on Instagram, you can message me anything, like your questions, and I will answer them, because I do. That's all. Bye everyone. See you in my next video.